May 3rd. It's just after 9 a.m. here in New York in our Freedom to Learn headquarters. The Freedom to Learn Day of Action is a moment when some of the most powerful civil rights organizations in history, a coalition of incredible grassroots organizations, and all of us are coming together to send a clear message to the country. Our history, our present, and our future are deeply interconnected.
The young people are standing up and saying, no, we believe in real democracy. How are they going to operate in America, in a multiracial America, if you don't allow them to have the tools to understand each other?
Florida education is in a state of crisis. There's such a sense of hopelessness where you feel like, I'm not going to waste my time on that advocacy stuff, because no matter what we say or do, the system's going to do what the system's going to do.
Everybody always gets tense and quiet when you just say something that's racist and you're trying to erase Black people.
When they use the term parental rights, I need you to ask the question, which parents?
This is people's territory.
Here in Florida, the governor is focusing on these cultural wars for political points. So we're here occupying his office saying enough is enough.
Hey, DC, there they are, there they are.
We are fired up and ready to go in DC.
You have this desire of parents to mold and sculpt their kids in dramatic ways that violates their own capacity to be democratic citizens. Because to be democratic citizens in your own country means to be aware of the history of your country, all of it.
A lot of the arguments coming from the right about, our culture and all these things are absolutely offensive. But we're not saying ban what they say. We say let them say what they say and let's see what people think. I think they realize the only way they can win this debate is for people not to be exposed to the contradictions that are at the heart of the creation of the American Republic.
Children of these marginalized groups have to experience these things at very young ages. It is no surprise to an Indigenous child that the government might lie. It is no shock to a Black child that the police can be dangerous. It is no shock to a Japanese American kid that the government can use you when it's politically expedient. We know these things. So what we're saying is not only do the children of these marginalized groups have to experience this kind of violence, we are also going to make them do it alone. And I can't think of anything crueler to do to a small child.
We often use this metaphor. If we can have a moonshot for that, why not that? Why not a moonshot for the most democratic institution the United States has ever created, which is a public school? 85% of Americans get their education in a public institution to some degree. And if we can't save that, a lot of other things will just go by the way.
Young people get it. They are on fire. The people whose lives right now are the raw materials of the political weaponization to roll back democracy.
It's a strategy of isolation and demonization, and the way you respond to that is through solidarity and exchange and reciprocity.
We see you. And it's not just that we see you, we will respond to you and we will challenge you and we will shut this down.
They cannot ban our books, they can't ban our ideas, and they cannot erase us. And today is where we're drawing that line in the sand.
I don't know if you can see the shot below, but you see the crowd that's forming here at the College Board.
When it comes to equity, justice, and liberation, there is no such thing as neutrality. Many years ago, our Black ancestors gained their right of freedom. And now in 2023, young Black and brown children are being stripped of the knowledge to learn.
What is the freedom that we are going to go to the mat to defend? It is the freedom to learn. It is that thing that they didn't want us to have when we were enslaved.
And our children cannot have a lopsided history. They will end up with a lopsided mentality.
That's right, that's right.
How do you produce Ron DeSantis? By giving him lopsided history.
Right.
When students' rights are under attack, what do we do?
Rise up, fight back!
When students' rights are under attack, what do we do?
Rise up, fight back!
When students' rights are under attack, what do we do?
Rise up, fight back!
When students' rights are under attack, what do we do?
Rise up, fight back!